So, I'd never actually seen The Little Mermaid in its entirety. Um, it came out in the year before I was born, and my parents at that point uh, didn't really seem to be the types to go out of their way to like pay attention to like all of what Disney was doing. That only started when I was born, which is why I have vivid recollection of watching things like The Lion King and Aladdin endlessly. Those came out after I came into this world. And at that point, my parents were on the hunt for anything that appealed to young kids, because I was one, had one. But yeah, not so much in 1989, when The Little Mermaid was originally released. So that's probably part of it. But yeah, I always meant to get around to seeing it, but it just never really happened for whatever reason. I remember a period when they were like playing with the idea of releasing all their old animated films in 3D. I was like right in line to see The Lion King when they did that. I had a great time with that. And I don't think that did well enough to justify continuing those plans. Um, so yeah, I think I was like thinking that Little Mermaid would eventually come up in that, and it didn't. But that was also 9 years ago, or something. Anyway, um, then I started seeing this girl who called me on the fact that I'd never um, watched the movie. It was one of her favorites. She also just had very strong mermaid energy naturally, and she felt like the right person to watch it with. And when I finally got down to it, it felt like connecting the dots that I'd accumulated through the past 3 decades from osmosis and like seeing clips of it here and there. All these like scattered points were like finally assembled uh, like in order, um, and those connections were bolstered by a bunch of songs I was not previously that familiar with. Although Under the Sea was always a banger. I always liked that one. Sebastian has got mad pipes.